I was thinking right now how to introduce myself. So one of the things about being old enough, I can introduce myself using, this slide. So I was born here. So I wanted to give some points about the history of the IT. There are so many young people here, so maybe you don't remember this part, but there has been some evolution. There has been some changes. There has been some different ways of approaching not only the technology, but also the delivery. And these changes, this evolution is affecting the way that small and medium companies can work. So the scope of this talk is about how small and medium companies can leverage on the existing platforms, can leverage on all the good work being done by so many skilled people here, and also how they can start competing with the big ones by integrating different applications more than doing so many changes. So I've been here. I even programmed COBOL at some point in time. So it's, but what I've seen is that right now there's a lot of, let me go to the next one. It's becoming more and more, it's better software at an affordable price. So small companies can use it. Sorry. Even the back. Okay. There's small flexibility on the type of platforms and even the number of platforms that are there. There's a way of innovating, not simply changing the platform itself or not simply adding new platforms, but also the way you integrate different applications. There's also a way that the smart companies can compete head-to-head with the big companies by using the integration in a different way. Our view is that the same as for consumer, you have to be on the handset somehow, be it through applications, be it through the social media. For enterprises, more and more, you have to be integrated with their existing applications. So all the effort of these APIs is not only for the developers, it's also to start thinking how enterprises will start using this or consuming the services. And one of the points is that it's not only this integration between applications, but also how the new services that are brought through APIs can enrich this integration. Why I want to talk about the small and medium enterprises? Because probably if the adoption doesn't reach these customers, all the effort will be not vain, I would say, but it will be only for big corporations to be able to integrate their systems, to be able to collaborate between them. So first of all, it's important that we are able, all of us, to reach small and medium companies. And the second is the number of companies and the impact on the economy that is there. And here I'm not going to talk about really skilled small and medium enterprises, but how smart integration with existing platforms can help even normal companies, let's say, to compete with the other companies. Even small companies can compete with the big ones. Why? Because they have a better customer intimacy, they have more flexibility, they are more focused, or they should be more focused on their customers, and they are quicker to adapt. Probably at one point, this is probably one of the only unicorns that really exist, apart from the Nawal that we've seen this morning. So the point is that small companies, if they are able to keep these core traits in the way they work with their customers, they will be able to compete head-to-head with the big companies. And remember, we're having platforms that are really evolution of existing platforms, but also at a good price. So it's the same as the brain. The power of the brain is not on the cells itself, it's not on the neurons, it's in the way they are connected. The same is happening with the applications. And why adoption for SMEs? We cannot leave all these guys behind. We cannot leave all the other companies waiting somebody to bring the services. We need to ensure that it's, this adoption of the digital transformation is embarked or is used by all of them. So what I will present is how an integration can help this type of companies by depicting several use cases. The approach is not the latest trend of integration. Don't expect me to talk about the, I don't know, different trends of API or JSON, but how even existing companies using existing tools, using small integrations can start having the same type of applications that some years ago were only available for big companies. So for e-commerce, one of the points about the e-commerce is that the big companies, they are able to have a very streamlined processes. They are able to have from the shop itself to the logistics to all the steps, all of them in a very seamless process. Even small companies, they could have their website integrated with a logistic operator, integrated with different payment methods, integrated with different logistics operators. They can integrate with even payment methods. They can even provide after-sales services. They can provide integration with their operations. And all of this is by using existing platforms, not so expensive platforms, and integrating between these platforms, also integrating with third parties. Also, there are some other cases. They can start using or being part of a marketplace. They can start integrating their system with the systems of their marketplace, again, using standard APIs, using very simple integrations. They can start pushing their products, offerings, promotions, receive the orders, all of this very easily. So small and medium companies, again, can have the reach of the big companies by using these integrations. It's not so difficult through integration as well to have this kind of interaction with end customers through the social media. By using integration without even changing the system and without changing the social media, I can start having this type of interaction where if I publish automatically every time I have a new product on my website, if anybody replies or retweets it, I can give a promotion, I can give a discount, I can give certain conditions. It's not changing the whole system again. It's using existing systems, but if I integrate with existing APIs, I can start playing a different game. We are seeing more and more API-oriented platform, API-oriented platforms, where even they say, okay, guys, forget about the user experience, or we forget about the user experience. We'll provide the core functionality for you, so you can integrate in a more how to say, flexible way. Digital marketing. There's a lot of initiatives on digital marketing, and even big ones. Big amount of money being spent there. The point is not integrated. There's a lot of, I don't know if you have seen in big companies, there's a lot of islands of information on digital marketing that usually should be the one that has all the information in the same place. Small and medium companies can start having this inbound marketing, social media, even offline information being collected into the same CRM, and using this information to have this intimacy with the end customers. They can start having this interaction with them, knowing who they are, what they have purchased, what are the relationships, what are the social media. But it's not only this, they can start adding loyalty platforms, they can start all of this through APIs. I can start integrating my CRM with a loyalty platform. I don't need to build it by myself. I can provide this seamless user experience. I can start using this natural language APIs that will let me know if the customer at the other side of the message is upset with me, is happy, is somehow neutral. So I can even have this routine of messages to the marketing guys, to the operational guys. Again, I'm not changing any single system. What I'm using is existing system, but through the way I'm routing the information, I'm using the APIs. I can start doing the things that some months ago or some years ago were only available to the big companies. I can start having all my integration between the back office and the social media. I can have the interaction with my customers through social media only by integrating my back office. CRM and sales, let me put it in a broad way. I will start having information from customers from many different sources. I can start enriching this information through APIs. I can know if the domain of a customer is using a specific platform. So I could send them a message saying, without being creepy, but saying, okay, probably this offer to integrate PrestaShop with this type of software will fit you. Because I'm able to enrich the information of the customer through APIs. I can start having these flows of information where every step enriches the information of who the customer is, what is the role of their company, even what is the information available by tapping data from different sources. What I can also have is, there are in these API-only services that we have seen, start appearing these kind of companies. I don't know if this one is kind of the same. It's a CRM based on microservices. It's no longer this big CRM or small CRM you have to implement and parameterize, but also you can start using the pieces of functionality you want. This one is an API. It's a company that's API only. You give text. It provides you a very nice handwriting image of the text itself. It can help you to provide personalized messages, and it's very cool. I mean, it can help you to provide personalized messages to your companies. It will seem to them that they are handwritten. And it's something that before you have to think about the history. You had to really have a big factory, big systems, have a contract with the existing software. Right now, you can do it very easily. For financial systems, one of the points we need to take into account, all the new offering, all the new propositions we are giving to them, all the new things we want to work with these small and medium companies, we need to understand that they have their existing systems. The situation where we are asking them to log into our portal, download some files, fight with them, or type data between two different systems, for me, it's no longer an option. So one of the points we need to consider is whatever we are doing with these customers, whatever we are able to propose to them, we need to understand that we should be able to integrate with their existing systems very easily. And this can be done through the right usage of APIs. I can define business flows saying if you have a new purchase order in your website, I will automatically log into or book into your financial system. If you're having this there is this changes on your bank account, I can automatically book through APIs to your to your financial system. I can start having additional services. I can start adding financing of the purchasing. I can start adding services where this small and medium company could ask their bank to finance a specific sale or a specific purchase. So it's not only existing platforms, I would say, but also the new services that are coming down the line. These big corporations that are bringing API services. We were talking this morning probably about monetization. One of the ways, from my point of view, is not only to be able to charge for every transaction, but also to build this type of ecosystem where whatever I'm proposing to these customers is able to really speak very easily with the other systems that they have. So I can integrate with them in a very easy way. It's not only this type of, let's say, existing operations where I can provide them some level of automation. One of the things that can be done through the right usage of APIs, I could collect data from all the customers or similar customers and provide them digital dashboards and also benchmarking. If I'm using or having the right to read data from several companies, I could tell them, okay, I don't know the reason why, but probably you're charging or you're selling or you're taking more time to sell than the other companies. The rate of abandoned car is higher than the average. You are receiving your invoices later than the other customers. And also, there is this new, on the financial side, and probably on some other areas, all these new blockchains and a smart contract that will become a kind of a shared infrastructure for financial document and non-reputable information that has to be considered as well. Right now, either you build a whole system from scratch, or you can use APIs as well to start pulling information and feeding into the existing systems using the standard and the available published APIs. So, as a summary, as I was saying, it's not all the special things or the brand new things that can be done, but more the things that can be done today for these small and medium companies through integration. There are some caveats. It's important to understand that the complexity of integration has to be controlled somehow. Shit happens. It will happen with integration as well. So you have to be ready, or they have to be ready what to do about it when it happens. The focus should be on the business benefit, not integration or APIs for the sake of this technology trend. You have to balance your bets. If you have a lot of innovation in all the fronts of your company, probably you're adding a lot of risk and a lot of overhead on what you're doing. And too much automation can kill, in the sense that if you have the effort to automate so many things, then later on you become less flexible, because it's kind of worth it to start changing things. Key success factor: to be really pragmatic, to really understand what is the business benefit, have really agile integration. Integration cannot be the other cumbersome thing to be done. It has to be easy to provision to the end customers. Key focus on business processes. Integration is a part of the business process, not the business process itself. Get ready to scale. Understand if I'm successful as a small and medium company and I become this rhino instead of the small dog barking behind him, how, if I will be able to scale with the existing infrastructure, and if not, get ready to change it if needed. So the conclusions is small and medium companies, they have the advantage of customer intimacy and flexibility. Probably they can change more quickly than the big companies. They can adapt more quickly to what the customers are asking. Good choice of platforms with a smart integration. You can have a digital advantage, even over big companies. He was sharing the experience of having a large corporation changing things. A small and medium companies, they have the luxury to do things in a quicker way, usually. And it's no longer mandatory to have a big budget for it. So again, our view is that small can be over big. It's even flexibility and the way you use the tools at your hand through a smart integration can provide a business benefit. So it's and thank you.
Thank you.